Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to Game 1 of the finals of the Final Fantasy Summer Co-op 2021 tournament. My name is Lorfin Borfin, and joined with me in the booth today is Caleb. How's it going, man?
Pretty good, Fizzle. I'm really excited about this race. This is honor and privilege to be here on RPG Limit Break. Get ready to call this game one in a best of three series. Crescent Lake Party Planners, the perennial entrance into the finals for co-op. They won the first tournament. I believe they came in second to Thunder a lot last year, and this year they're looking to get that crown back, but not if the NUKE kids on the block have anything to say about it. Luffy DV and Shumbabi have been putting in an awful lot amount of practice and work. I feel like every day
It's
for
insane.
the past 2 months, we would see them in co-op voice on the Discord, practicing, working, doing the thing, and all their hard work and effort has paid off with a ticket here in the finals. This is going to be a pretty tight race. I have a feeling. I got a feeling it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, this is definitely the matchup of the seasoned veterans in Spells App and Danny versus the newcomers who have put in the most work of anyone else in the tournament in Luffy and Shumbabi, and I think we're gonna see minimal mistakes, if any. I think.
Yeah, and the I don't think we can emphasize any greater the amount of work and effort that Luffy and Shuma have put in there, and that's not to minimize their accomplishment at all. Like they're proof that hard work pays off here, as Luffy and Shuma are both fantastic runners in their own right outside of co-op, so seeing them team up was pretty exciting. And what can you say about Danny and Spellzap? At least they're not going to run a Danny seed.
Yeah. So what we know about this seed so far, is that we were forced to thief. The thief gets a katana straight out of the gate, and from there we see some divergences. Spellzap took a black mage and a white mage. Black mage gets red mage armor. White mage gets a bonus 20 M death. Danny took the black mage and a red mage, which gets thief luck. Meanwhile, over on the Nuke Kid side, they both took a black belt out of the gate to go along with their thief. Black belt gets Vorpal out of the gate. And I know Shumbabi took a black mage, and I have to assume Luffy did as well. So already we're looking at Crescent Lake taking 2 casters, whereas Nuke Kid's wanting to secure a black belt so they don't have to rely on finding one later.
Yeah, it's a pretty heads up play. With the extra light warriors gated behind fiends, like we don't know what we're gonna see, and you hate to be the person that's like, oh, here's this we found a black belt behind Carrie, and now both of you have to kill Carrie anyway, when these flags, in theory, only one of you normally has to. So that could be a minimal time sink depending on how deep that fiend is with the allied warrior. If it's top level, it's not that big a deal, but if it's like Tiamat is gating it, and you got to get through Warmech, it's like, oh, I guess XP, but right out the gate, we got Cardia Treasure with an Expert Axe.
Ooh. Level 1 has Lit 2, Lock 2 in black, and I don't think I've seen white yet. Oh no, Shumbabi. No, they're resetting. Why are they resetting? They seem to want a white mage. They seem to really want a white mage.
Level 1 Fade. It's one of the few times like you'll see folks immediately
yeah,
double down on that reroll.
White locked Fade. Yeah.
Fade compared to, and it means like hopefully if exit rolls low, we're gonna get exit. And look, you can see Danny re-rolling as well.
Yeah.
Spellzap brought the white mage in hand, so he's running Thief White Black, which is an extra Black Mage extra than his normal party comp.
Yeah, it looks like Danny's flipping to Thief White Black rather than going Thief Double White. Whereas New Kids re-rolled into Black Belt White to go along with their Thief.
Mm-hmm.
Or is Danny going double? No, Danny's
I
going.
think Danny hit the wrong button. As she would say, her dumb hands probably accidentally hit B instead of A after naming that thief. But first fight here, Spell Zap catching Imps and Grimps, and Luffy gets some Sahags with Dazzle on the ocean. So early XP gonna be nice. Spell Zap checking out Topher. It is Ordeals. Is level 1 Fade and Lit 2 enough to get a little cheeky check?
Maybe.
Well, first pillar sends him back as Luffy on his way to Matoya's cave to find out what's there.
So I see pro rings for sale in the first armor shop. That's good. Do we have anything fun in the item shop? We don't, but we have save items, so that's good. Sorcerers with Blizzard in Ordeals, so that's a little problem.
A little treacherous. And Matoya's cave is Elfland Castle.
Okay.
And Shumbabi with the info, but with the big reset back to Dwarf Cave, so
decided, nope, I don't want to deal with this right now.
That Earth bar looks wrong.
It sure does, because in this co-op flag set, we have randomly horizontally flipped some of the dungeon floors.
And Shumbabi with the Katana +3 pickup, huge. So
yeah,
reset when we see the guard sentry unrunnable, but yeah, that's a massive pickup there for the new kids on the block, as Luffy is into the Titan's Trove, and that looked like maybe a temper axe. I couldn't quite see it.
I missed what it was. But Spell Zap is on the top floor of Ordeals. Can we make it through this tile?
Nope.
Not
today. So so that's 2 enemies with Blizzard in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. Shum gets that katana once more and is gonna hits on. Doesn't have the white mage. I'm pretty sure the white mage was lost on the way to the box, but okay, it was a dragon sword. That's what it was. Yeah. And now Luffy's gonna attempt to pick up that katana because Shum having not the best time getting through here. And speaking of not the best times, Spell Zap deciding to leave Ordeals.
After getting stun punched by mummies, he decides, nope, we're done.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. And this big giant pack is unrunnable here in the Earth Cave, so both teams running into early adversity. Another katana. And a bridge. So first XP bump there. As Crescent Lake party planners get the katana info, little do they know there's another one waiting for them. And it's Carrie.
It's Carrie. Okay, so we don't have anything.
Another katana.
So the Cave of 3 Katanas, Carrie's cave, with an uncomfortable number of unrunnables in it. We can at best check the chest over here, the volcano incentive, to see if it actually has anything in it.
Yeah.
But I don't see any way that these parties are getting through a carry fight right now.
No. And Shoom's just gonna try to get out of here with his white mage.
Hmm.
I mean, it's possible. Just gotta believe. Nope. All right, so there's like 9 boxes up for grabs here, or I guess
A
10
third of which have
boxes.
katanas. Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes. Our tracker, Hate the 13th, pointing out in chat that, right, we don't have key item scaling, we have orb scaling. So if you can
My
take
bad.
down one of the fiends, it is plus 100% to experience. It's real good.
Yeah. And Luffy, ooh,
So
party.
that's the 3-eye tile.
Yep, right there on the fire tile in the armory floor. So I'd imagine both of our teams are going to find this pretty quickly,
Mhm.
and we're going to start getting some eyes going, and that could fuel a carry dive, like, and really speed this up too. Because you
So
figure a handful of eye fights, you get that black belt up to 21, that thief up to 21. And that's pretty good damage, supplemented with fades and heal 3s. You might be able to punch your way through carry 1.
it's possible, but
Well, what kind of boss scaling are we working with here?
so we'll start with stats. And our boss stats, I believe, are going from 120% to 250%. No. Yeah. Like 120 to 230, maybe, somewhere in there. The really important part is the health. Boss health starts at 250% and could be as high as 350%. So that carry is at a minimum 1500 health, and at a maximum 2100 health.
Well, good news for the carry 1 perspectives, Danny just dug up a confusion hat in
That
the
will help.
sky too.
Hmm.
But meanwhile, new kids on the block are just going to be content to just keep eating these eyes, because this is a top level here in Elfland Town.
Hmm. I like the idea of taking it to like high teens, because that'll give us the fade charges to survive some deeper dungeons. It'll increase the agility on our thief, help it become more of a dodge tank. Um, but I would just kind of file this for the back pocket for later, once we get a couple fiends under our belt, so we can take far fewer of these fights than otherwise.
Yeah. Shoom got a little unlucky there with the way the eyes were punching. Lost the white mage, had to come back in, but level 10 now, and it's just a matter of getting that first fade off to make it work.
Mhm.
And Spellzap found 3 eyes here. Oh no, he also found it, so everybody's got the info. And Danny's still continuing to explore, and I can't see anything that's getting picked up in this armory. Maybe
Pro ring, iron gauntlet, what? Something?
There's
Something?
stuff.
Stuff.
Oh, Danny has found the ice cave loop beneath that ice 1 floor.
We'll take it, but looking for tiles, seeing if we can find anything better than eyes, but
Now, I think we're checking boxes because with no warp.
right, no warp. Right. Alright, that makes sense now. And apparently at some point we found a cake bonk.
Mages with zap.
Ugh.
That's pretty gross for most of the game.
Yeah.
And there's Bahamut. So should we need it? Let's go check the. Do we have Dragon Horde on for this flag set?
We don't.
Okay. The reason I'm asking all these questions is there's a lot of active flag sets being kicked around in the community with the upcoming
Yeah,
fall league.
we're all practicing for fall league flag, so it's just like, how did co-op go again? Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, yeah. I know for me, I watched them, get infights outside of Canaria, and it's just like, well, we have random encounters on. What? And
Yeah.
all right.
Wait, they're unrunnable? Is that allowed? Is that even allowed? Who made these flags?
Lots of people.
It's always the way. All right, spells at levels in hand, gonna retry ordeals here. And Danny, our first runner over on Melmond, Conan says, no, we'll go somewhere else.
I think the time for Danny. No, wait. Danny is heading to the South Elfland dock so that she can get her eye levels, and then we can head south to entrances from there. Yeah, we're going to be bypassing some entrances still on the Melman continent, but this seems like a good plan.
Yeah.
Question in chat. Completely new to this, just jumped on to support a friend. Hi, thank you for coming in. If you have any questions, let us know. How does a team win? Is it game completion, first to a certain level? So both members of a team have to kill the final boss.
Another katana
Another
plus
katana. So they share key items. So like when one gets the floater, the other gets the floater. When one kills a fiend and lights an orb, the other gets the orblet. So they will be able to attack the final dungeon at the same time, but they both need to complete the final dungeon.
So Crescent Lake party planners grabbed Oxyel out of a box here in Ordeals, and Luffy picked up the herb here on this mermaid floor. Pretty big. We haven't seen the Onrak town, but we have seen Elfland Castle, and you can see Shumbabi on his horse heading over to Matoya to see what a little herb will get him.
So yeah, Danny taking levels on the eye tile. Still some more. That was a harm something stick.
All right, herb is the tail.
Okay.
So, fine. We know where Bahamut is.
We know where Bahamut is. Do we have enough fade charges to make it through the fight? And the reason I ask this is because so traditionally in Final Fantasy 1, you have the black belt. The black belt gets 4 MDF per level. Everyone cheers. If you promote it into the master gets 1 MDF per level. Everyone cries. For co-op, we have adjusted that so that the black belt gets 3 MDF per level and the master gets 4 MDF per level. So you're basically incentivized to promote as soon as you possibly can.
Yeah, and we might even get lucky and find another black belt behind the a fiend and be able to recruit it, and it will get MDef as if it were raised as a master the whole way.
It's true. They do have to fight Bahamut, but Bahamut is very weak to Fade and Nuke. And probably a Katana plus 3.
Alright, here we go. Bahamut fight, 3 hits, 3 damage. Katana 3 hits. That looked like a dragon sword, actually. Fade 238. Oh, goodbye, black belt.
Fine, we don't need him. We just need this Fade machine.
Nice crit there, 3 hits, 212.
Nice crit there, 504.
Oh! Aid gets it done in 17 across the board. That's a pretty sweet pajama party on Shumbabi's side. And Luffy doesn't get the luck that he would have liked to have gotten.
So Danny headed back to the inner sea to Canary. Oh, we probably need to go to the party. No, we got a party. Are we out of pots? What are we doing? What's going on?
Pots it is.
Pots it is.
Right, Luffy, continuing this. I think that we're in the Melmond region, or no, we're in like Northwest Castle. So this is heads up play. When the right side floors look wrong.
Yeah, that's the part I love about the horizontally flipped dungeons is because for some of them you go, oh, this is flipped. Wait, no, is it? Wait, hang on. And I'm a jerk, so I love that kind of gameplay.
What year is it? And especially when it's a lava floor. Oh man.
Oh, Danny also picking up silver bracelets. The silver bracelets really going to help our survivability when we head out to the open ocean.
Oh, it's Lich, and we got a cake bonk.
Heck yeah.
And a fade machine.
Even
so 17 minutes in, we've got 2 fiends found.
And we can sort of kill both of them. Like, Cake Bonk will work very well against Lich. Cake Bonk kind of sort of works against Carry.
Shroom going back for his Katana +3. One of the 18 that we found. And I missed what that class was behind.
I think it was a white wizard. Oh, do we not have Cake Punch?
I
We're just gonna
think
go with Fade Strat.
Shroom has the cake bonk.
It's Lich. It's fine. Just bully him. We
Yeah,
got a harm before Gauntlet.
Yeah. Lich has poison touch though. Gotta watch out for that poison touch.
Fade for 214. Lich still there. 4 hits 21. Incoming slap. More melee. Lich failing to take down an unarmed thief. Fade for 312. Gets it done.
Now I was gonna say, if that's a white mage, do you take another white mage just to get more fades?
Yeah. We're right next to Canaria. It fills an empty slot. I would gladly take a second fade caster at this point.
But first, let's see what's in March Cave. Hey, it's Topher. So everything coming up new, kids, as Shroom and Luffy's exploration is paid off. I mean, Spellzap has spent the time getting levels and continuing to explore, and Danny braving a whole new world here in the Melmond region. Gotta stick to this ice cave loop. Oh, there's another wonderful tile. Triple gas D.
That's a tile. If we
Because now our thief is big enough to open doors all by himself.
Yep. Oh, if we had Ice 3 on casters. Hey, Ribbon. If we had Ice 3, I would take Ice 3 and Fade to that gas D tile 100% of the time over the eyes.
Yes, but I mean, we got double Fade. If we're oh, that's a red mage. So we don't have double Fade.
Oh. Well, just go push over Lich and you'll have double Fade.
No, the red mage was behind Lich. That's what it was. I didn't recognize the sprite. And a second ribbon here in TOF. So Luffy basically in like gear go mode at this point. And are we gonna get a third ribbon or a fifth katana?
Yeah, we're just gonna get another katana. Oh.
It looked like a blip. I didn't see it.
Question in chat: do we know how much health those gas dragons gonna have? So, I believe trash health is on 100 to 200%. So that would be for gas dragons. We'll call that 250 to 500. Rough ballpark.
And there's metal slime, so spike tiles provide here in the early game on this seed. This has been a fairly kind, quote unquote, seed. I mean, we don't want, we're 21 minutes in, who knows?
Right. I mean, the early ordeals was a bit of a troll. And I feel like the all unrunnables on that earth floor and nothing but katanas is a bit of a jerk move. So yeah, there's been some good parts, but there's also been some not so good parts.
Stone poison on the asps and trance. So just trying to get away from this marsh cave for Luffy. As Danny makes it to the 6-pack of the ice loop. Hey, there's
And
ribbon
another
number
ribbon.
3. And there's our slab.
All right. So 22 minutes in, we have one fiend sighted and killed. We have another fiend sighted but not killed. But we haven't found yet either the canoe or the floater. So I would start to feel behind at this point, I think.
Yeah. Because herb just leads to tail. And spell zap. Rookie mistake going left. Heal two sword for Danny here in the ice cave is a 2 heal 2 swords.
All right, that's not bad. If we find ourselves in a stand around forever scenario, that's not bad.
Invis stick also nice pickup. So we got roost sticks and viz sticks and viz 2 sticks. Like, it's pretty good. Pretty good cluster. I heard
Only
you like white magic.
Only white magic on sticks.
Not a look at the eye box though. So we skip that box. And skip an earth.
Given that we dug the slab out of the 6 chest room, I'm okay with skipping the drop down box, but
well, how many loose are we looking at?
We're looking at 3 loose, and was that one in ice loose? No, it wasn't.
It was in the 6-pack.
But it's in a random box in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know that we've found any loose so far, but it's also really hard to track in this flag set.
Yeah. But spells that looking at Cake Lich and get the first orb lift for the Crescent Lake party planners here.
Lightning 2 for 90. Cake fell into Cake. It's your birthday. And we don't even want that. We don't even want that 4th character. Throw it back.
I love Speedboat.
It's so good.
Hey, there's a Canaria Castle. So when New Kids on the Block, and there's spells at finding Topher at the same time. A little awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, double fighters too on the Agama tile.
And we get a crown. We've not sighted Astos yet. And Danny doesn't have the levels to check the armory yet either. Hey, it's the Rodlock, everyone's favorite floor. Meanwhile, Luffy gonna actually take on Carry. Melee, 3 hits for 220, fade for 100, incoming ink, tags the black belt, but not the thief. Lock works. And we're going with invis strats.
We do have that X for X. We can, I mean, I don't know what we can do with it, but we got it.
Yeah, I don't know what we do with it, but it's there. Incoming melee does not take down our invis caster, but we're looking real bad. Fade goes out for 106. More melee. 4 hits for 141, heal 3. We got the black belt back up to over 100. Invis goes off. But poison
Oh,
damage takes it down.
I mean, we had a bunch of ribbons, so we have backup melee in the katana, but we need a lot more levels.
Fade for 158. Gonna need more out of this melee. 4 hits for 113. Fade for 160. So we're getting there. Like, damage is occurring. But if Carrie decides to start going through that skill list, we could be in problem town. Fade for 146, and I believe that was the last one. Incoming melee misses. Outgoing damage, 4 hits for 109. No, this is the last fade. 4 hits for 296. Carrie still there. Fade going out for 228. Incoming melee still connecting to party members, but not for much. 4 hits for 149. Down goes Carrie.
And meanwhile, Danny found the rod in the box right before the vampire.
Ooh.
Amazing. It's like almost like the perfect spot for that to be in. And it leads to Earth 1, so spike tiles and boxes or Explo. We're going to do some exploration. And Spellzap's going to turn in the herb and get his tail for the Crescent Lake party planners.
And the Grogers have mute and they're unrunnable.
And Danny doesn't have those TOF ribbons.
No. Elflin boxes not yielding anything spectacular either.
Iron +4 is a nice pickup for these promoted thieves.
So Luffy now on the Cardia Isle.
And there's the bottle. So Danny finding a bunch of key items here in this Cardia top. And Luffy, okay, I thought for a second I thought he was backing up. I was like, and Shum clears out ice, gets all his heal 2 swords and his slab.
Ooh, the water tile. If we didn't know where Gas Dragons was, that would be nice.
First town, Spellzap finding Elfland here in the waterfall.
We got level 3 Ice 2. We got level 3 Life. That is red learnable. Picking up Mute. That's interesting. We've got Exfer, so... Level 4 White, we've got Life 2 red learnable. Heal 2 after promotion. And over in Black, we've got Zap and Lock.
Spellzap displays his namesake.
And I think Danny ended up resetting out.
Yeah. Oh no.
Well, we got the key items, so...
Yeah. And Shum's going to show us a little more here on Melmon Con, checking out Titans East. And it's Marsh Top. Fine. 4 boxes.
Classic Gamer pointing out in chat, that if you can X for mute, and then you can just make yourself evade capped, that is a win condition. And while I appreciate the fiddliness of it, I feel like that effort could just be spent on getting your punch cannon into low Earth orbit. Maybe that's just the speed and power talking. I don't know.
I mean, Spellzap and Danny don't have a punch cannon, so they have a katana cannon.
Nah, you'll find one on the side of the road. Kraken or Tia has one.
Audible groaning. And there's the canoe from the princess.
Okay, so that is kind of extremely annoying that you'd have to go to Marsh to hit Topher to kill Garland to rescue the princess, and then go to Cardia Double Bottom to get your canoe. That's oof.
Well, there's another ribbon here in Canary Armory, so
Right.
we got
Well,
a
we
ribbon
need
for
another,
when we promote.
we
when
need
we
another
find
katana to balance the force.
Well, Luffy's gonna show us what's in Matoya here. No katanas.
It's a
Everyone
shame.
was sad. So we got
Everyone
4
disliked
ribbons. Yeah. We got 4 ribbons for 3 party members, so
Yep.
it's pretty neat.
It'll be fine because when they recruit someone, it'll be like, welcome to the Warriors of Light. Here's your complimentary ribbon. Enjoy.
Like a well, Shuma's gonna get the canoe here and the crown simultaneously for their team, so equal footing, except the new kids on the block have down carry and lich, so
Right.
slightly better XP gains here for them, but that Elfland find was huge with its life magic at 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Danny gonna check the caravan.
Just as soon as we get through this encounter table, there seems to be a real bad spot somewhere in the middle of it. And no items we want. Alright. And it looks like Spellzap is going to try and make his way through Cardia Double Top.
Sharknado's waterfall. I guess Elfland was in Onrak.
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
Luffy gets the floater.
That
in this
is
Earth 2 floor, which is this, and spells up. So
yeah.
this seed once, it's like, is the team gonna have an advantage? Nah.
No. No, the real only difference right now between these two teams is that new kids on the block are up in orb. So they're getting 100% extra experience, but they didn't get a class that they seem to want out of it. So really all it is that. And Crescent Lake Party planners do know where that fiend is, they just don't want to deal with it yet.
Yeah. She's on their to-do list.
Yeah.
Danny
Another
picks up
rune
another
stick.
rune stick. This is probably one of the kindest item magic seeds I've seen in a long time, Fizzle.
What kind of bleeding heart and empty rolled this kind of thing for the finals?
I like races like this when it comes to like 2 highly skilled teams like we have here, because it makes it just about the cooperative aspect of it, like talking to your partner, letting them know where everything is, and working together to hit that end goal. Splitting, like, you're not worried about overcoming ridiculous scripts on the overworld. It's just like how we're not measuring their ability to deal with RNG. We're measuring their ability now in performance and teamwork, which is what co-op's all about.
Yep. No, I agree.
And everybody knows that these Forerunners can deal with the rando gunner rando aspect of this game. We've all seen them do it. So sometimes it's fun to just watch runners do what they do and just race really quickly.
Yeah. Spells up in the air at, call it the 36-minute mark, as Danny finds Kraken floor.
X for cake, bonk. Let's go. Oh, Kraken doesn't have the MDF to overcome that.
X for cake would in fact produce results, but boy, that's a lot of turns we have to just kind of stand around and hope it works. And that was also extremely deep in there. But if we're just resetting, then yeah, we could have just gone for it.
We got a bunch of Invis sticks, and there's a ninja for sale behind Kraken, so...
Okay.
We're down to one light warrior left behind Tiamat. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be an evasion party time. Saber on the thief. Oh. More evasion, please. I think Classic Gamer in chat calling out Zap. Zap, I think, is a better than 1% chance on Kraken 1. Kraken 1's MDef is not very high.
Right. Kraken 1's MDef is only 160. So yeah, we're above the 1%, but not by terribly much. Like, I think we're still sub 10%.
Luffy finds Cardiograssi and picks up a Quad X hammer, which is a pretty handy toy to have.
I do love the Quad X spell. It's a little underpowered in this flag set just because the health totals that we're working with are just so much higher.
This is true. It's a nice desperation play, I think.
Mm-hmm. Spells out playing tag with statues in the third bottom marsh room. And that's Luffy in the air for the New Kids on the Block. Just about 2.5 minutes later.
Kraken decided that he wanted a... I don't think the White Wizard had a max evade, but she got blown up for like almost 300 HP. But Thief putting in some work now.
This Thief is probably going to get there, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to take a bit.
Yeah, as long as... I mean, you kind of want to keep Kraken punching, but there it is. I was like, you want to kind of keep Kraken punching, not messing around with those skills. And it's second ninja time. I mean, why not? We got a million katanas.
Yeah, we got a million katanas. Let's put them to work.
So the most unlikely party I think I've ever seen actively chosen by a runner, the black belt double thief white mage.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, if it's what the seed calls for.
We're going to get there.
Mm-hmm.
As Luffy finds Provoca, as does Spellzap. So top runners holding hands at the moment. I was just thinking, I can't remember the last time I had another katana.
Hey, we found another katana.
Oh wait, no, that's the katana. We found that katana before on carry floor. That's the linked box, and not often talked about linked chest.
That's right.
That very first box on the Agama floor is in fact duplicated in every room that has a box on the carry floor except the incentive volcano floor box. So there you go. It's just you're not often gonna find carry floor first and have it matter. But it can be cheeky. But we get Cube from Bicky. I guess he couldn't figure out that whole Rubik's thing.
No, it's real hard. There's so many colors. Like, nah.
He had like 9 people helping him too. You just gotta feel bad for him. Level 2 Ruse, level 2 Cure 4.
Okay.
And New Kids on the Block, 3 orbs, 40 minutes. That's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only fiend we have left to find is Tia, but worth noting, we also haven't found the loot yet.
Danny just found another ribbon. Is like treasure turned on to high?
I don't think I did that. I just hit the buttons.
Oh no.
I don't read the buttons before I hit them. I just hit them.
You got that Dangwoo mentality.
Yeah.
Shoom's gonna go show us a new area. He's going over to Mirage Gaia Lefane area. Or are we going to get our airship? Where are we going, Shoom?
We're going to get our
Ice
airship.
Cave? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speedboat throws off so much of my water pathing. And another Invis 2 stick. What the heck?
So now we can evade cap the party in 2 turns. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Great. I mean, like, this is the kind of seed that just makes you want to just keep opening boxes. Like, what's going to be the next one?
Yeah.
Am I going to get another katana? There's Onrak. All right.
And we've got our Oxyel, so we can find what's underneath.
And Shoom with the Sarda check. Oh, that's where. Okay, this is where Danny is. And Spellzap gets Tia here right away. Ice Cave. So we are loot away from go mode.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I missed what that was. Was it a Black Wizard?
That's a good question. I mean, the Black Wizard's proving to be important. I wonder if Luffy and Shoom will flip one of their ninjas to a Black Wizard, because I don't think we saw level 1 to 4 fast. Could be
right.
wrong. Yeah, fast, not level 1 to 4.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just taking 2 ninjas into the 40s with your katana, with your like buffed katanas, and then just like mashing through everything.
Yeah. Oh, gonna get our crown turn in. It's the loot.
It's the loot.
44-minute go mode. Luffy and Shoom just need to go to the ice cave. And then I think, dude, this could be like sub-hour seed. Like, what the heck? Another ribbon! Go! Let's just start leaving these. Go back and fight every fiend just to drop a ribbon at the hand of the light warrior that you're not taking.
Just like, hey, I know life is hard being the roommate of one of the fiends of the elements, but like, we got you this gift basket with a ribbon on it, so
yeah,
hang in there, buddy.
Danny gonna pick up her look like a grand piano or a baby grand or something. She's gonna try to lug this piano out of here. So this is, I mean, before the broadcast started, we were talking to Jay Scheidel, our restreamer, about, and Hate the 13th, about, you know, how we both wanted like 120 seeds, and I thought it was a joke. The dream is alive.
Yeah. I mean, Topher can and will Topher, but like, we've got our grind tile, we've got our loot, we know where all the fiends are.
Mm-hmm.
Where was Kraken? Kraken was Ice Cave?
No, that was Tiamat.
Was
Kraken was looking at the notes. Looking at
Waterfall?
The notes.
Tracker says Waterfall. It's
yeah,
so
I mean,
ribbons.
It's not like we have our choice of grind tiles. We have the eyes. We have fighters. We have gasties. Like, take your pick.
Based on options so far, like, so
I love Danny's Black Mage Sprite. Like, it's so good.
We we need to be able to kill the thing that we find, and like level 1 through 4 black magic appears to be garbage toilets, so I think we're just gonna go for the eyes just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. All right. Shum and Luffy and Ice Cape check away, and I think they're inching their way to it.
Mhm.
Shum in the Dragon +4. If only we had a knight.
Spells up here to take on Carrie.
And that Force Thief really being a massive blessing here,
Mhm.
getting us access to one of the 36 katanas that we found, and as well as foregoing our need to pick up the key.
Mhm. I have been a big proponent of y'all don't need a key, you'll find it like 10 minutes in, and this is the seed where I would have been horrifyingly wrong.
Hmm.
But you do find a ninja, so like worst case scenario, you just go get that.
And Danny heading back to eat some eyes,
Mhm. So
and
spells up taking on Carrie. 2 hits 183. We got 2 tempers going on. Invis 2's going off. Party of ninja double black white, because we're just gonna oops all temper. It's fine. It's fine. Incoming poison does a lot of damage to the one party member who for some reason doesn't have a ribbon. 2 hits for 307. Invis 2 going off. Right around 400 damage so far. Incoming melee misses. Outgoing 4 hits for 679. That's faster. 2 more tempers going off. We're just going to be on weight strats. White mage gets a cheeky punch for miss. Carry retaliates. Ninja swings in. 2 hits for 317. Seems good. More ninja damage. 3 hits for 690. Down goes Carry 1. And
that
there's our giants.
4 orbs for the Crescent Lake party planners. Luffy and Shum have found Lefane and
Is that 4
Melmon.
orbs? Did they kill Kraken?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's hard to see on the tracker. I thought they doesn't look like it. Looks like Spellzap's heading back to take care of Kraken.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're missing the water orb.
and both Luffy and Shum are in the same entrance. This feels like a miscommunication.
I
Plant
wonder.
one.
I wonder what we're looking. Oh no, they're looking for Tia, aren't they? They've
Mm-hmm.
gone everywhere but Ice Cave.
Yeah, I think you hope one of them goes back there soon instead of going to Gaia Lefane and all this mess. But
Mhm. So, Spells up, gonna take down the final fiend. Danny working on the grind right now. The only issue is Danny is still sitting on 3 party members, so Danny's gonna have to go get a 4th one somewhere. Wasn't there one down? Well, technically, like, I don't know if we want the. If I'm Danny, I don't think I want another black mage at this point. I think I just want another ninja.
uh, Slab translated into another katana.
Ah, the
and,
legend.
and we've got all the dwarf items. We got TNT, which was for sale in Crescent. The old men give us the adamant, and it's just like those old men are just, they went to the dwarven yard sale and they got all the neat stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it pays to hit the yard sales early. You get all the weird stuff.
My neighbors had a yard sale this morning. It was very annoying. I like it going to a yard sale. That's something that my parents would do when we were growing up. They still do that kind of stuff. That's where I bought a lot of my old Nintendo games.
Yeah, I got a friend that buys board games at yard sales, and it's kind of a crapshoot because sometimes you get the board game and sometimes you get half the board game.
I wonder, where are we going, Shum? Where are we going? Waterfall. Alright, so Crescent Lake Party Planners in Go mode just need levels, and you see Danny already level 32 across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Adamant will be Vorpal -2.
As is
Good
tradition.
thing we got all these katanas. TNT is the X-Cal that we cannot use. Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray!
Go to Ice Cave.
So.
And there's the chime. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I hope they didn't think it
no.
was. I mean, they have found the marsh split and fully investigated that. They've done like everything, and now they're going to. Because C split's still out there.
C-split
there's
was found by
okay.
someone
Perfect.
somewhere.
So, please remember the volcano and ice cave before we go to ordeals. Please. Please. Hey, we got there. Party time. All right, so Luffy going back to grind now because like we're done.
That's my assumption.
What is Spellzap looking for? What is anybody still looking for?
I don't think this is a tile check.
No, because our partner's on the tile doing the thing. Are we? Maybe we're looking for fast?
That could be it.
Congratulations, we found fast. And Nuke at level 5.
And warp in the warp slot. What do we got in white magic? We got Invis 2.
Good thing we got all those sticks. Flame plus 4 armor.
That's some armor.
Fine. Vizsla, I feel like we didn't even get a chance to talk about food today. He's been too fast.
So when you're on the go and when you don't
Nice.
have time to cook, like what kind of food do you go for?
Oh man, you're asking me like when I'm in like quote unquote dieting mode and like pandemic life has like broken me of fast food.
Right.
Quick, easy meals on the go. I am a sucker for just McDonald's. Like McDonald's drive-thru, I'm good with. Like I love it. Like I know that it's not good. You can leave it in your car and it'll look exactly the same in like 2 days or 2 years.
Right.
But there's something about it. There's something comforting and nostalgic for me there. And nothing even like fancy, just like McDoubles or McNuggets. Let's go. Fish fillet.
Yeah. So I'm kind of in the same boat. When I want nostalgic, quick garbage food, I go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I just get my stupid double quarter pounder with cheese. It's terrible, but it's terrible, but I enjoy it. Read into that what you will. But if I can help it, like if I can find because we got a bunch of hole in the wall places out here that do quick, cheap Asian food. Like you can get like a rice
Ooh.
bowl with like teriyaki beef and like some assorted greens on top, and it's usually pretty fast between ordering and it coming out. So if I can find one of those, I'll go into that. But if I'm on the road or if I have like, you know, if I know that I'm going to be eating in my car between here and there, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna reach for my garbage arches.
There's Tia for Shum. So that's 4 orbs for 2 teams, and it's party time. So black belts versus double ninja black wizard strats. So, yeah,
Did we ever find fast?
it was level 5 with
Oh,
nuke
right,
and
right, right,
warp.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess
Yeah.
follow-up question. I know Spell Zap's got it. Do the Nuke kids have it?
No, I don't think we. I think we just popped in. They don't have a black wizard. So, and I guess it
Oh,
was red wizard. It's red wizard learnable, but
right.
I don't think we popped into the black magic shop when we were in Melmond.
Mhm.
Um,
Shout outs to Hate the 13th in chat, stressing as hard as he possibly can to never order chili at Wendy's. I feel like we just need to get this PSA out into the world. I don't know.
yeah, one of my my good friends and groomsmen at my wedding is worked at Wendy's and would say the same thing because as
Mhm.
what Hate the 13th is pointing out in chat, the chili meat is like the old beef that they use. They're not using fresh beef for that.
Right.
So I mean, if you eat it and it doesn't get you sick, more power to you.
So
Um,
Danny is back at the waterfall, gonna be getting the thing that was behind Kraken, which I think was a ninja.
hmm
And meanwhile, we've got 3 people on screen grinding at 58 minutes.
Yeah, and Danny is going to be our first in the Topher because her levels are stupid high. And when Fizz joins the party as a level 44 ninja, we're going to be fine. It's
So
going to
I
be fine.
saw Spellzap at 29, but taking a grind break. I just saw Shumbabi hit 24, and I think Luffy hit 33 last I looked.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty effective grind here. Nice and free.
Man, Chet is just going off on Wendy's.
Wendy's, I want to like Wendy's. Like, I like Wendy's French fries. I think Wendy has really good French fries. I like that.
Mhm.
I like their spicy nuggets, but
Mhm.
their nuggets got that like you could buy these at the store and microwave them nuggets vibe to them. Like they're not,
Yeah,
they got that spongy texture. Where at
yeah.
least like the McNuggets, like that their chicken is just ground up into like that little brick.
Right.
Um, but their burgers are fine. Like I'll mess up a baconator. You put some
Mhm.
pickles on it, but it's fine. Like the chicken
See,
sandwiches, I used to really like too, but then I started getting like those woody sort of like chicken breasts from them, where
oh
like they
yeah,
had that
yeah,
weird sort of chunky texture, which
yeah.
chicken should not be chunky when you bite
No,
it. Um, but that's not necessarily a Wendy's thing. That's a supplier thing. Like it might just be regional. But yeah,
right.
the spicy chicken sandwich was a go-to for a long time.
Oh, looks like Spellzap took a break from the grind to go and get one of the missing ribbons so that we could have 4 party members, 4 ribbons.
Yeah. Now you want to talk spicy chicken sandwiches? We got to talk about the goat, Popeyes.
Oh
That
my
thing,
god.
that thing makes me hate my life because it's so good. Like I'm like, why is this so good? Like,
Uh-huh.
this is just, it's a perfect, sandwich.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, it's terrible, but it's a perfect sandwich.
yeah, that's one thing in pandemic life that I've ordered DoorDash more than once. Like
Hmm.
nothing else we've gotten through like DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever. We've ordered more than one time. That Popeyes chicken sandwich I've had like 8 times. It's looking so
Mhm.
good. Oh, no Popeyes out in West Virginia. Oh, that's a bum. Talk about bummer summer, Yaisu. Like my heart weeps. And Spells app elevated his grind to Gasties and Topher.
If we can one round these, like, I don't hate this, but that's a tall ask considering that whatever we're trying to hit after the first two, we're gonna be trying to take down with Fade and Lightning too, and I just don't see that happening. So they're gonna be 2-round fights, but boy, they're gonna be good.
15k.
Yeah.
15k XP. For
This is
comparison,
it
Luffy's pulling half of that, but also
right.
level 44.
Yeah, this is like it is Gasties are roughly twice the experience of eyes. The problem is that they're actual monsters as opposed to the eyes.
But we're ambushing him now with that thief high enough, so
Yeah.
I mean, you get the one free round, and then you just hope for turn order on the second one.
Yeah.
Chat talking about biscuits from Popeyes. I like Popeyes biscuits.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I've gotten pandemic life has taught me how to make biscuits, so I just make my own biscuits now. But it's a really simple recipe. If you're out there listening, 5 ounces flour, 5 ounces heavy cream. All right, equal parts heavy cream and flour, and then you add 3 grams of sea salt, 5 grams baking powder. Give it the old whiskey business. Form it into biscuits, cut it, roll it, however you want to eat them, and bake it 425 for like 12 to 15 minutes until they're golden brown. Like you can brush them with a little butter or egg wash on top to expedite that. Perfect biscuits. It's stupid how good they are. Like it's our when we do Brenner, the breakfast for dinner. Like that's the go-to is just biscuits and gravy. So good.
I'm
hungry. Damn
it. I keep trying to like biscuits and gravy, but the problem is I don't like onions, and every place I've gone to that brags about their biscuits and gravy just loads the gravy with onions.
Oh, I
There's
don't put onions in my
everywhere.
gravy. I will if I have like a half onion in the fridge, but I usually you just take your basically like you can make biscuits and gravy with 5 ingredients. Just heavy cream, flour, sausage, baking powder, and the heavy cream. Wait, heavy cream. It's like 5 ingredients anyway. But we're going into Topher for
103, 103.50 for Shumbabi, 103.55, 57 for Luffy. That's a difference of like 7 or 8 seconds for both team members entering Topher. That's pretty good. That's really good.
I mean, they were talking the other day, like they both finished like there was a thing they posted in the co-op channel, like where they both completed chaos at the exact same time, basically. So I don't know how Shum's levels are looking though.
Based on health, we got to be up there. Well, I don't think we hit 40, but we're definitely up there, and we've got 3 melee, so this is gonna be interesting.
Soft Numb in chat calling out baking flour, salt, baking powder, no butter. If you want it for the egg wash, you could also brush the tops with heavy cream. It has just enough fat. There's enough fat in there to get you where you want to be to get the same effect as the butter. So heavy cream, a very versatile breakfast ingredient. Just don't put it in your cereal. I learned that the hard way. Oh, so yeah, the sausage gravy. I just brown the sausage, dump in some flour, toast that up, get that roux going, and then slowly splash in like heavy cream or milk if you don't want to go like too decadent, and like salt and pepper, like a lot of black pepper for mine. But yeah, that's it. You could put an onion in there. It's fine. It's fine. Just like this Lich 2 fight.
Speed Bump Mark II. It's easy. You only need 5 ingredients. We've already hit him for like 700 damage round 1. We're not even going to bother with spells anymore, and it's gone. And it's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Serve it, plate it.
Heavy cream.
So
It
spell
spells out.
zap.
Checking the stat bats.
Lich with nuke, carry with cure 4, Kraken with not much, Tia with cure 4.
So big advantage here for Crescent Lake party planners is fast.
Mm-hmm.
That will enable their double ninjas to be almost as effective as that solo black belt, but
Right.
is a really good back pocket strategy if it comes down to like if Luffy or Shum lose their black belt on a
Mm-hmm.
fight, which will take some work because we have level 2 cure 4,
Right.
but it's not impossible.
So I think that was carry opening with ink. Melee goes out, fade goes out, punch. 7 hits for 645. 5 hits for 180. Carry still there. 7 hits for 407. Carry 2 goes down for Luffy as carry 2 pops up for Shumbabi. And Danny is now entering Temple of Fiends Revisited. Well, we gotta push over a Garland real quick, but then Danny will be entering Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Now, when it comes to a scenario like this, 107 Topher, at what point do you feel like you might be behind? Because like it feels like both teams like probably are feeling like they're doing pretty well.
I would feel very good if I was Nuke Kids on the block. I would be concerned about just how long it took to find that Tia.
Yeah.
If I'm Crescent Lake party planners, I gotta feel like that shopping trip at the end was probably longer than it should have been, because it felt like an awfully long time from like start of grind to entering Topher. But like those are honestly minor nitpicks. It's not like I spent 20 minutes wiping in ordeals and it was the floater. It's not I spent half an hour pressing my face against Tia hoping to brack. It's not like I ran into nothing but unrunnables for the first half an hour. So like I don't think I would feel behind. I would feel in a pretty good position right now, I think, for both teams.
And all that evasion magic is just going to make this dive like this is it's a 3 in 256 chance, I think, away from like breaking the other way, but I feel like that's what it's going to take. We got 4 ribbons. We've got max evade in 2 rounds. We don't have fast, but we got a black belt punch for 7 hits, 987 on Kraken 2 for Shum. Like, it's going to take bad luck for any of these runners to wipe in here. It's just a matter of will we see that bad luck, and will the runner that experiences it be able to overcome it?
Yeah.
Because we even have low level lock too. So
yeah, so evasion isn't really a thing. Like we can get our evasion maxed out pretty easily. We can get rid of theirs pretty easily. It's just a matter of execution, and those are the races I love the most.
Yeah, and Luffy gonna be the first runner to hit the chaos floor. And the other upside is that because the way the XP works in these, like every party member is high level, so even that white mage might be able to soak a back row from Kraken. You know, when she's got over 500 HP, like it's right, it's all final boss.
It's
I
not
forgot.
chaos. It's double dragon time. This is Carry 2 and Tia 2 dressed up as a pantomime horse in place of chaos.
Riding a tandem bicycle. All right,
So,
opening thunder is pretty gross.
opening thunder is, it should be gross, but we have 7,000 ribbons, so we're fine. Punch goes out, 7 hits for 1316. Carry 2 still there. Quad X comes in ineffective. Outgoing punch, 6 hits for 1,000. No more front half of the horse. Heal 3 goes off. Ninja misses. White Mage soaks
Mm-hmm.
soaks a Tia 2 hit, just like you were mentioning. Incoming nuclear. White Mage doesn't survive that, but we're fine. The damage dealers are fine. Temper goes off. Lock 2 goes off. Punch. 5 hits for over 1,000. We're going to do a little bit more temper. How about some temper? And temper goes off first. Incoming Blizzard doesn't seem to do much. Punch. 2 hits for 704. That is a very evasive Tia 2.
Very, very evasive.
We're going to try Lock Strats. Lock 2 goes off. Punch. 1 hit for 104. We've gone in reverse. Quad X doesn't do anything. We're going to try some more Temper Strats. Incoming Fire 3 does a lot to the middle mage. 2 hits for 652. Tia 2 still there. Are we gauntleting? But 3 hits for 497, and down goes Tia 2. Luffy is the first to finish off the double dragon fight at roughly 1 hour 12 minutes even, just as Shumbabi enters the fight, going for evasion strats, all the invis 2s, all the ruses. We got double ninja black belt, white mage. Let's go. Lock 2 going off. We're going to make sure Luffy is almost certainly told Shumbabi, hey, Tia 2 has sky high evasion, get your locks in early and often. Temper goes off, more invis 2s going off. Final temper out of the first ninja goes off. Lock 2 goes off. Incoming attack misses. Outgoing punch, 6 hits for 598. Carry 2 still there. Heal 3 goes off. Ink just does ink things. Are we flipping to melee, or are we still doing tempering? We're still doing tempering and a final fade. Thunder comes out. Under 60 damage across the board. Punch for 774. Carry 2 still there. 7 hits, 192. We have taken down the front half of the horse. Fade for 100. We're going to try some more lock strats. Fire 3. Also under 50 damage across the board. Single punch for 88 damage. That's the evasion strat. That's the evasion that Luffy would have been talking about. And Shumbabi says, I see. Lock goes off. Final lock out of the bottom ninja. And we're going to try some healing strats. Stops the black belt. That's about the most disastrous result we could have feared.
We
Lock
got
goes
Cure
off.
4.
5 hits for 435 out of the ninja. More temper. And we're going to Cure 4. Cure 4. Ain't nobody stunned. 4 hits for 187 out of top katana. Bottom katana tempers. Two more tempers out of the bottom ninja. Bane comes out. Doesn't hit anything. Temper goes off. 5 hits for 238 out of first ninja. 8 hits for 1348 out of the black belt. Bunch. 4 hits for 814. And Shumbabi and the Nuke kids on the block take it with an official FFR bot time of 1 hour 14 minutes and 20 seconds. That is screaming fast.
Those GGs in chat for both of those runners. Heck of a job with these flags, and that was pretty awesome to watch. We got our wish fizzle. Here comes Spellzap on the double dragon fight, and we're just down to double ninjas. So I missed what the tragedy had. It looked like Tia 2 happened to both Crescent Lake party planners, as Danny also sans white mage. So the not impossible fights here, definitely able to overcome with all the evasion and tempers we got.
So on the single Tia 2, Danny is buffed and trying to lock down the fiends, swinging in 5 hits 308. Danny is through to chaos. Meanwhile, Spellzap, with whatever locks we've got left, got to make sure that these fiends don't dodge. We used to have a black mage, we entered this fight with just the double ninjas. We're just gonna use
our very own double dragon.
We're gonna try melee. 7 hits for 607. That seems good. 7 hits for 382. Could have been better. 6 hits for 813. Quad X ineffective. 7 hits for 250. Down goes carry 2. 5 hits for 1051. 3 hits for 190. Katana doing katana things. Sometimes it's 1,000 damage, sometimes it's 3. But I think 2 hits 2 damage. Um,
You're
4
jinxing it.
hits
Stop.
4 hits 844. I'm not jinxing anything. That's just what it does. 5 hits 273 and 3 hits 484. Spell Zap is through the double dragon fight. Danny still working on it. We've got a single lock left, but we're gonna go with temper strats. We're just gonna. What are we doing? Temper? Lock? Temper? Temper. We're gonna commit to temper and a ruse. Incoming quad X doesn't do anything. Temper goes off. Incoming melee does nothing, and we're going to lock 2. Our last lock 2 on that top ninja. Tiamat misses. Bruise stick goes off. We got 3 more tempers, but we also got sabers. How much time are we going to spend buffing versus just dealing damage? Temper goes off. Ink does ink things. Incoming fire 3 doesn't do much with our 40,000 ribbons. Lock goes off on Tia.
These
We're gonna
ninjas are gonna go crazy when they find
I know.
it.
We're just gonna remove all this Tia evasion now and save ourselves the heartache later. It's fine. Lock goes. We're gonna lock one more time, and we're gonna melee Tia 2. Tia 2 seems to be the one that we're more afraid of. 7 hits for 794. Incoming quad X still does nothing. 13 hits, 2,284 damage. Front half of the horse deleted. Back half of the horse, 12 hits for 418. 6 hits for 562. Bane doesn't do anything. 12 hits for 951, still going. 5 hits, 5 damage. Just katana things. 9 hits for 1272. Down goes Double Dragon, and the Crescent Lake Party Planners finish in second place with an FFR bot time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, 56 seconds. That's 3.5 minute difference between them, and also screaming fast.
Yeah. And we have the new kids on the block in chat with us, hanging tough. How you guys doing?
Well, doing pretty well. It seems we have the right stuff tonight.
Feeling good, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, it was a heck of a showcase, and especially with how did it? So we talked about this when everybody was in Topher. You guys hit Topher first, but feeling ahead, feeling behind. How did it feel having basically quasi last location, that ice cave entrance for Tia?
Oh, I don't think it was quasi. I think it actually was based on our tracker.
Okay.
Oh no,
I don't
Mirage.
want to say with any sort of definitive.
We did skip Mirage.
Sure.
Yeah. I felt bad because I should have checked that right after I left Volcano, but I was like, let me go promote real quick, and then I think he wanted me to check the spider floor over there at Melman, and I just didn't want to like come across like a deep dungeon and just keep putting off promotion. And if I just went there, it would have saved like, I don't know, minutes.
Yeah, like you guys had an ore bleed for most of the seed until like the hunt for Tia took over. And we have Danny and Spellzap joining us now too. GG's to both of you as well.
Good game.
Go GG's, guys.
Thank you, GG guys.
GG.
Definitely a ton of fun watching this race. And as I said earlier in the broadcast booth, DeFizzle's like, man, I hope we get an hour 20 seed. It just like, because I was like, I'm tired. It's late. I've been up since 5 a.m. I was like, I want to be here. I want to have fun, but like, I'm also tired. And so, thank you to all 4 of you for coming through on my my wish.
Thank you for dropping
You're
8
welcome.
katanas and 5 ribbons.
Oh man.
Oh, it was all the katanas, ribbons, and evasion items you could ever want.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's going to be a dumpster.
Yep.
I
And
hope
I'll
so.
be-
I'm not rolling tomorrow. I'm just saying.
That was, I mean, Shum, Luffy, all the hard work you guys have put into practicing and like learning how to work together as a team, like it's showing. Like you guys were moving well through this seed, and Spellzap and Danny, like also like you guys have one of the oldest teams in co-op still active, and that's what this seed came down to, was just how effective could everybody be working with their teammate, and it was really fun to watch because the answer is very effective.
I have a question for Nuke Kids on the Block. Let's rewind to the very start of the seed. You get handed a forced thief. You take a black belt. Both of you do. Why?
You want to handle this one?
Well, I mean, I'd like to share that maybe in 2 days from now.
Oh.
What if I told you that our pre-race conversation was talking about what parties were going to be, and if we got forced one of those, I was already sure one of y'all were going to take black belt thief because you have before, and I almost did the same thing because I figured you would do it.
Yeah,
So it sounds
honestly,
like secret's
Thief
out.
was like not what we wanted to see.
Yeah, that was. I think Force Thief we were talking today was like worst case scenario, because we just thought like it would be unlikely that either one of them would take one, unless it was forced. So when we saw that, it was slightly deflating, but we have an idea of what we want to do early on with the party that we're going to take. So we weren't going to deviate from that, and we were going to just trust that that we had a plan. Although a minute in, we're re-rolling the white mage because of fade, and it seemed like it was the right move at the time.
I re-rolled for that white mage and finished this with 2 ninjas. I do not like what this tournament is doing to me.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a moment on New Kids on the Block side when I told Fizzle, I was like, in what world would you imagine double thief, white mage, black belt is like optimal party comp?
This seed, because black magic doesn't exist. We have level 1 white locked fade and 4,000 katanas. Let's go.
It's ridiculous.
I actually don't have any questions for once because that was just such a clinic of 2 excellent co-op teams.
Yeah. Any adjustments you want to share or pretend to share with your opponents before we move into final thoughts?
Yeah, we're thinking about doing maybe an all white mage party next time.
I mean,
Yeah, I was
level
gonna
1
go
fate,
for
let's
fighters.
go.
I mean, I'll say that it's this is the first time I think Shum and I were talking that either one of us have ever raced against Spellzap. I've had the pleasure of racing Danny before, and she's a great competitor. So we knew, again, just kind of like the semifinals with who we were dealing with, that we had to really just optimize ourselves and just trust in what we've been doing for the last like 8 weeks to get us through. And it was really an honor to race with you guys, and thanks for giving it everything you had. It was really close, and that's what I was hoping to say.
Too close. Be a little slower tomorrow. Would appreciate it. Okay, thanks. Bye.
No promises.
All right. Well, I guess we'll pass it to New Kids on the Block for final thoughts.
I'm thrilled that we were able to take this one. I hope that we can keep the momentum up and finish this out tomorrow. But even if we don't, I mean, I'll be around. So we'll be working hard, and we'll try again on I don't even know what day of the week we're on, but in 2 days from now if we don't win tomorrow. But otherwise, yeah, this is really, it's fun. I think on a whole new level because it's really pushing me out of my comfort zone, because Luffy keeps talking in my ear. He keeps going, "Do you think that they would do this?" And if the answer is no, like, we can't do that. And it's, I have historically played much safer than I am in this tournament, and I'm finding that maybe there's something to it when you take these crazy risks.
And that's
He's learning.
I mean, I kind of owe that to my teacher in my competition. So speed and power is what I've been taught, and that's what I'm trying to impress upon my teammate. And he's a great teammate. He's done some amazing things for us to keep us straight in our tracking, and we've really come a long way in 8 weeks as a team. And I like that we can be in lockstep together when we're in the Temple of Fiends, and that we're taking the same grind together at the same time. It's just, we feel like we're a team, and that's something that I'm really happy that we're at.
Nice. And the Crescent Lake party planners. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I was really happy to get a tournament record time here. I just, was less happy to see that they also got a tournament record time here.
Uh-huh.
So I think we've got the right idea, and we're just going to come back and maybe not flounder a little bit in the early game and just tighten it up and do it better.
And if Kraken 2 could just be a little nicer. I'm just saying. What has he got against anybody on my team who ever cast life? That's all I'm asking. Just one game. Just one.
It's not allowed. It's not in the
Not allowed.
FFR bylaws.
We can't have nice things here.
Fizzle,
But
it was
no,
a pleasure.
GG to. Oh, sorry. I was going to say GG to the other guys. Look forward to tomorrow. Thanks to everybody who did crew and stuff tonight, and RPG Limber Break for continuing to let us host our shenanigans here. It's much appreciated.
And Fizzle, it was a pleasure talking about biscuits and Wendy's with you. It only came in during the grind time, so it was like a solid hour of non-food comms.
Yeah, we had a race to commentate. It was weird.
Yeah, but this was a lot of fun. So thank you, Jay. Thank you, Hate, for doing the tracking and restreaming. Thank you, Fizzle. Those are my final thoughts.
Yeah. Come back tomorrow at the same start time, 8:30 or 8:40 p.m. Eastern. I believe we'll be on RPG Limit Break again for Game 2 of Co-op Finals. Until
Can
then,
confirm we're on this channel tomorrow too.
okay. Yes, tomorrow on RPG Limit Break, 8:40 p.m. Eastern. Until then, my name is Lorfin Borfin. We'll see y'all next time. Have a good night, everyone.